Now we have question from animal behavior and animal adaptation question. Now here you can see question from competition exam. So now let's get started. Here first, the presence of beak is the characteristic of. So beak present on bird, and that bird comes under what? Volant adaptation. So option B is right. One of the following is not a characteristics of scansorial adaptation. So what is scansorial? Scansorial or arboreal. So scansorial or arboreal both are what? For climbing. So for climbing webbed, here you can see now webbed digit is not, because webbed digit is for in water swimming, and prehensile tail is for climbing, no, not climbing, for hanging, and adhesive pad is for what? For wall climbing, and syndactyl digit is for same wall climbing. Now animal, 3 number question, animal capable for digging are. So for digging is called fossorial. What do you understand by scansorial adaptation? So scansorial you can easily find out by climbing. Amphibian adaptation is found in. So amphibian adaptation is found in. Amphibian comes under frog. A snake has. So we all know that a snake lives in a burrow. So it is called fossorial adaptation. Prehensile tail is found. So prehensile tail found in the tree. So best option is chameleon. You can see. Now 8 number. The animal having long and hooked claw adapted for which adaptation? So long and hooked claw. So claw is for climbing. So you should go for what? You should go for arboreal, because this is for climbing. Which of the following is not one of the bird adaptation to flight? So for flight, which is not important. So here you can see developed cerebrum. So cerebrum is not necessary, because for maintaining balance in air we need what? Cerebellum, because cerebellum is for balance. Now 10 number. Parasite normally possesses well developed. So parasite possesses well developed reproductive organs. So they can make its copy. Now aerial mode of animal adaptation is found in. So aerial is for volant, that is bird. 12 number. Now 12 number is claw of rabbit is modification of. So claw, so rabbit claw. So here you can only say that epidermis, because claw is in hand and hand got for epidermis, and if there should be hair, then dermis. So in dermis for hair. Now some animals change their color in accordance with changing climate. This is due to presence of. So chromatophores is the main answer up here. Now 14 number, animal capable for running on digits. So for running we are what? For running we have cursorial type of adaptation. So arboreal is for climbing, arboreal or scansorial. Cursorial is for running, and fossorial is for going in cave or sometimes under the ground. Pelagic is not type of adaptation. Now 15 number. In ecological sense, the desert animal are termed as. So desert animal are termed as zero. So ever zero says that is for desert. Now lateral line sense organs found in. So lateral line is in water presence for making what? For making sense of water pH value or water current. So this is for option C is that. Now here we come to another animal behavior. This is so animal whose an animal whose body temperature fluctuate with the temperature of environment. So means temperature change, that is called phycothermic, means cold blooded animal. 2 number, when lizards are threatened, they can break off their tail and escape. This phenomenon is called. So if you break and just go away, then here is autotomy, it is called, because you make what, you make partition of your body. Now 3 number, budding is an example. So budding is an example of what, vegetative propagation or vegetative reproduction. So in next lecture we will continue our lecture. Now continuing to our question, we have 4 number question. A mass of cell is introduced into wings of embryo of tissue fly. Then, so if mass of cell introduced in wings of embryo of tissue fly, so this type of is for wings differentiation cell. So it is, where is differentiation, undergo division without division. So differentiation in C, that is. Now we have 5 number, which is correct. So correct among this differentiation is preceded by determination. Determination is by differentiation. So no. So differentiation is preceded, because differentiation is after determination. Now 6 number, regeneration of limbs in amphibian involved. So regeneration is called epimorphosis, amphibian. Response of organism to stimulus of touch is called. So touch is called thigmotropin. So 70. Now irritability is characteristics of. So irritability is a characteristic of all living beings, because irritability means response, and living beings have response, non-living beings have no response. Now what are thigmoreceptor? Means thigmoreceptor is for touch. So for touch we have what, tactile hair on the skin. Now salmon fishes. So you can know that what is salmon fish is for sexual reproduction, and this comes under what? This comes under anatropous. Yes, A and A. Here is also start from A. Now 11, response towards water. So water current is called what? Rheotaxis. Migratory fish whose migration is limited within fresh water. So fresh water is given for breeding. So here is for breeding. So for breeding purpose we have 2 types, that is anatropous, catastropus. So which is for fresh water. So in fresh water we should have what? Potamodromus, because within, so potamodromus. Fish migration from sea water to fresh water. So to fresh water is anatropous. 13. Now we have question 14. Response of organism to stimulus of touch. So touch we have always know that is thigmotropism. 14. See, now fish migration toward north in spring and south in winter. This is called what? Vertical or latitudinal. So here you can make confused, but that is called latitudinal. Vertical is not. So latitude is the term. Now syndactyl or zygotactyl in foot are adaptation feature. So syndactyl is for what? Climbing like type purpose. So that is for scansorial, because scansorial comes under climbing. Phenomenon of industrial melanism. So melanism demonstrates. So if there is melanism, so that is for the what? That is for natural selection. In Darwin theory we have read that. Which of the following is not a reflex? So what is not reflex? So not reflex among them is thinking, because thinking is the characteristics of brain, not reflex. Spindle spindle-shaped body with pneumatic bone is characteristics of. So if spindle shape and hollow bone, that is for what bird? That is volant adaptation or successfully adaptation means. So successfully adaptation means you should what fitness in the environment. Now 21 question number. So 21 migration of bird from higher mountain to the part of land of Tarai. So from what? From mountain to Tarai here given. So that is called altitudinal migration because due to altitude. Now dominance and leadership in found in animal communities are. So leadership and community, that is which type of behavior. So if there leadership, then there should be what complex type of behavior. B option is right. Now air sac are modification of. So air sac is modification of lungs because from air sac in fish we can use it as respiratory organ. So this is. So again we have multiple choice question. Which of the following adaptation mechanism doesn't belongs to a stereotype innate behavior? So innate behavior means inborn. So swimming is learned type of behavior and reflex intrinsic, this all three is type of innate type of behavior as we discussed in our class. So second number example of homeostasis. Homeostasis means balancing. So balancing is for all given. So all is the right option because learning and memory, drinking water, response to dim light is all for homeostasis function. We perform homeostasis only due to our reflex action. So reflex, 3 number, reflex action is quick in comparison to normal action because transmission of normal action occur through. So transmission of normal action is always occur through our cerebrum. Option A is right. Euglena, so we have already see the example, that is positive. A number is right. Okay, now 5 now Euglena bend its body right and left to test the intensity. So this type of adaptation is called what? Clinotaxis. Now sideway orientation of organ until the response of two sides are equally. So this is called tropo. Option B is right. No. Okay. Until the receptor of two sides are equal. So this is for what clinotaxis same because left and right is given here until given. So and if tropo is for if blind given. So A option is right because sideway given no. Now Plerian, so in Plerian we can find that thermotaxis because of water, it lives in water. Flower visit by honeybee, so honeybee that we have all discussed, this is called telotaxis. Animal oriented their body at the constant angle. So constant angle is for what? Menotaxis. So option A is right. So menotaxis is shown by. So menotaxis is shown by what? Constant angle. So ant moves and honeybee also. So option C is right. Now orientation depending upon complex stimulus where removal of any one stimulus may disturb the path. So this type of adaptation is mnemotaxis, and if they disturb, then they will go to their unnatural habitat, their next door home. Now 12, leadership is regarded as. So leadership is regarded among these. So leadership is a stereotype behavior. In most of the fishes, migration is for. So most of the fish migration is done for life cycle. So option B is right. An example of non-migratory fish is. So non-migratory, which fish doesn't migrate? So coral fish is sessile and won't migrate. So option B is right. Fish which are migratory but not for the purpose of breeding. So for breeding, salmon is for breeding, carp and prawns for breeding, eel is for, so gobies. Where option A is right because gobies fish is not for breeding purpose. Option A is right. Now many Siberian birds show. So many Siberian birds show means Siberian bird is always a long migrant. So this bird show latitudinal means north south. Adaptation for flying is known as flying is for volant. So 17D option is right. Now 18. These are reduced or absent in. So digits are reduced. So scansorial, pigeon, sartorial, cursorial. So option D because digits are not necessary for flying because wings are necessary. Now 19 number. Which of the following animal has both lungs and gills for respiration? So both given. So both here we have what? Lungs and gills. So this should be in water. So the correct answer should be what? Pilla, because all we have seen is for only one. Lungs or shortening of neck, best fit. So if there is shortening of neck, then it is good for what? Aquatic adaptation. Now 21. Now 21 number we have desert adaptation is found in. So desert adaptation which belongs to desert. So here you can say in option Phrynosoma. Phrynosoma belongs to desert. Now 22 number. So 22 is the last number. Which of the following is with secondary aquatic adaptation? So in secondary aquatic adaptation, their ancestor is in what? Their ancestor is in terrestrial means mammalia type. So this is C number is right. Now continuing to our lecture, we have 22 number. The animal adapted for feeding on blood are said to be. So for blood that is called sanguine for us. 24 number. Terrestrial form to aquatic form. So that is called 24B. That is called secondary adaptation. Now kangaroo show sartorial adaptation because of jumping. So jumping is called sartorial. Now adaptation for jumping is also known as sartorial B. Now external ear is reducing. So external ear is reducing fossorial because no needed. Now 28 now streamline is an adaptation feature for. So it is adaptation feature for streamlined body. So if you have a streamlined body, then you should have what? You should have what? Cursorial for running type of. Now lateral line sensor, lateral line aquatic A 29A. Now we have 30 number osmoregulation. So osmoregulation also for what? Aquatic. 31. Now swim bladder are found in fishes which are used for. Now swim bladder for flotation and hydrostatic function. So all D option is right. Now 32 lateral sense organ poses. So lateral sense organ always help in what? Always help in balancing. So galvanoreceptor for current of water. And now 33 fishes locomote by means of. So fishes locomote by means of what? Fins. Now 34. Turtle shows. So turtle shows which type of adaptation? So turtle is from mammal, so belongs to secondary aquatic adaptation. Now we have question 35. Limb modification into flapper. So flapper limb modification. So that is for what? B option. Whale is the correct option. Now integument without hair and oil gland. So without hair. So in aquatic adaptation. Now 37. Now 37 question is for muscles of hind limbs are highly developed as stronger in. So hind limbs, forelimbs and hind limbs. So hind limbs is for running. So that is crucial. Now 38. Prehensile tail helps in. So prehensile tail helps in what? Climbing up tree and for holding. So 38 C is correct option. Now 39. Mimicry is one of the adaptation features. So mimicry is for avoiding of enemy. So arboreal, because of climbing there should be enemy. C option is right. Now 40. Presence of highly mobile neck is feature of. So highly mobile neck is feature of bird. So that is option A is right. Now brain has enlarged optic lobe. So for optic lobe bird is right option. Now 42. Extremely fused vertebrae. So extremely fused vertebrae sanguinarium. So sanguinarium, if you say sanguinarium fused, then that is bird. For flying. Now greatly enlarged eyelid and one of the adaptation features. So eyelid is enlarged. So this type of characteristics we can see in eyelid got enlarged in desert type of adaptation. Now 44. Which of the following excrete as excretion. So excretion is here is given. So excretion is for passage. Now urinary bladder is absent in. So urinary bladder is absent in bird. So 45. So 45 B option is right. Bird and reptile. Now pectoral girdle is well developed. So pectoral girdle means forward muscles is well developed for running type. So no. Pectoral girdle is given. not pelvic. Pectoral girdle is for climbing. So climbing were given D number. Yeah, D number is the right answer. Now body surface is covered with horny scale. So this is for horny scale for climbing type. So climbing or crawling. So option A is right because of horny scales. Now we have been bird change direction during flight is caused by. So change in direction. So in bird you can change in direction by rhetorical. So option B is right. Now bat shows. So bat shows mainly bat lives in cave and they should be mostly shown what volant type of adaptation because of flying. Now Rocophorus is called what? Frog. So flying frog where given A. Now claws and adhesive pad help in. So claws and adhesive pad used for what? Climbing. Now marsupial. So marsupial means jumping type of adaptation. Jumping is arboreal. Now study of animal behavior. So a study of animal behavior is called, we have a study ethology. Now adaptive change in animal behavior is a result of previous experience. Previous experience we have learned. So that is called learning. Now we have 55. 55 number question is bee dancing. So bee dancing is for food, and that food comes under which type of adaptation? So option B, because B given. Now compass response to a stimulus of light is called, so phototaxis D. 56 D. No, compass response to, compass is also given for compass is given for light, so compass, so you should make clear that compass is important. So monotaxis is right, and this mnemotaxis is for complex. Freshwater migratory fish are called. So if freshwater migratory means from sea to freshwater. So here option fish water migratory fish, freshwater. So in this type of condition nothing is clear. So option D is right, because within freshwater migration. Carp and trout fish. So carp and cat. You should remember cat. So cat type of, so cat is a trick for remembering, that is comes under hot potamodramas, means within freshwater adaptation is done. Now 59 number, fish that migrate from freshwater to sea. So for sea, so sea given by catadromas. Now cuckoo. So cuckoo is given here. So for cuckoo we should say summer visitor. Now we have 61, latitudinal migration of bird occur from. So latitudinal, so here you can say latitudinal is from north to south. A. Now long distance seasonal migration are most common in. So long distance, so if there is long distance, then you can suggest like bird is only for their long distance. Now 63 number, most seed eating bird do not migrate because seed is found in everywhere. So where is food area maximum? So C number is right. 53 C number is no, 63 C number is right. Now 64, anadromous means, so anadromous is for what, from sea water to fresh water. So here is for B number is right. 64 B. Now 65, seasonal movement of animal from one defined place of residence to another. So seasonal migration. So if seasonal is given, so migration, the building of the building, there should be the building of web by a spider is an example of. So building of web is for fixed action pattern, because a spider always release this. Now 67. Now 67. The experimental animal used by Palo. So Palo used dog for conditional reflex. Okay. Response of living organism to any specific stimulus is called. So response. So if there is a response, then so for there is response, then that is called behavior. Now 69 number. So in 69 number you can say the way of organic response. So here is also response to a stimulus, that is called behavior. Same. Now 70 number. Now in 70 number we have got question, when an animal turns sideways of the sun to get the maximum amount of sun on its flank, this is the example of. So here is sideways. So sideways is called orientation, as we read in Clino type of taxis. So 70 D is the correct answer. Now 71. The modification of behavior is a result of experience. So experience is for learning. So option B is right. Now we will continue other two. So up to this today. Now continuing to our lecture, question from animal behavior and animal adaptation. 72 number. Now let's begin. 72 number. Animal behavior is often affected variation in. So in this animal behavior, so behavior is mostly affected by hormone due to adolescence and different age. Now 73. Animal communicate through the use of so visual, acoustic, chemical. So all of this, D is right option. Now 74 number. Which of the following signal are durable but inflexible? Means that is not returnable. So in this 74 we have what? Chemical, not returnable. Name the signal which are rapid and versatile but limited by directionally. So directionally, so here is given directionally is the main point. So here in this visual is for the directional, because tactile is for here, acoustic is for guitar, electric is for current. Courtship behavior is a form of. So in courtship behavior, courtship means sexual contact. So sexual contact is for fixed action. Like in spider, fixed action is making what? Making web. 77. 77. Carl von Fliske's greater material contribution to ethology was his work on. So von Fish. So von Fish is given on the honeybee dancing mechanism. 77D. 78. Now innate behavior are modified by. So innate behavior is three types. So natural, genetic, and so all of these effect in it. Now 79. Sorry. One of the major mode of adaptation in animal is, so one of the adaptation. So for adaptation we have what? Response should be main, because on adaptation we should show response. Make taxis, display and migration are secondary type. First, if you show response, then you will make migration or whatsoever. Now an increased responsiveness to a stimulus is known as, so that is called responsiveness increase, like in thyroid gland, that is sensitization, means sense increase. Now maximum work on imprinting was carried out in, so maximum, so here is given on the imprinting. So work on imprinting, among this is ground nesting bird. So ground nesting bird will perform all work by itself and have different entitled of collecting to make their nest. It to the passive information from one animal to another through messages or signals. So here is information passing. So in this option we can say passage of information from one person to another through the message. So mostly is called communication. So communication is usually treated equivalent to. So in communication we show what? Social behavior. Which of the following animal are highly visual? So birds are like highly visual. So C number. Tactile communication occur in combination with. So tactile is like hair type. So in here we can perform tactile communication occur in combination with. So tactile can be, hair combination can be occurred by in nose also, in ear also. So all of this, and in visual in eye also. If we see something extra, then we will fear, and that fear make what hair straight. Like this type, you can go. Which are the following? Communication is extremely common in social insect. So in social insect, mainly common is what tactilization. This B number here communication. Now primitive animal with complex behavior. So complex behavior. So you can just say what 87 complex behavior. So in complex behavior, hydra is simple. So honeybee is like from insect, and that will make complex. Now 88 number, principle of antithesis was proposed. So first student, you should know about antithesis. So antithesis is mostly for given for what, for adaptation feature. So that is on the Darwinism. So 89 now, bird that migrate at night. So at night they have to what, they have to make path, so that path can be determined by map. So orientation to the fixed point in this case. So B option is right. B 89 what given 89 B, okay. Now our 19 our last number, behavior aimed at the opposite sex of the same species and designed to stimulate copulation is called. So this is called what, courtship, means sexual contact, means need of sex. So need of sex is the basic need, and the need of body is for sex contact. So for making sex contact, they should perform courtship. They should perform some sort of chemical action in insect, that is called pheromones, for attracting female for sex. And so that is on the sex character we can determine this. And this question from our third topic. Now we will perform phylum and then system. Then after system we will have some sort of question 2. That is till now. Okay, bye.